Hi friends, today I'm trying some new makeup to myself. I mean, I feel like there's some new things to the market, but most of this is just new to me. I know I've been trying a lot of new makeup lately, but it's because of my little hiatus, my maternity leave. I not only like stocked up and saved the makeup that I was receiving in PR, but I also did some damage online, okay? Those late nights, I definitely did some makeup shopping, and so I wanted to share with you guys what I bought and try it all out. The first thing I got, I've actually wanted for a long time. This is the Nabla Angel Aura Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. Doesn't that sound lovely? I thought so, and this packaging is to die for. Look how pretty. It's been a while since I've like kept up with Nabla's launches. I used to receive PR from them and I don't anymore. So I haven't been able to like keep up with all their new things. So I've been wanting to try this for a long time, just hadn't gotten around to buying it. So I'm just gonna apply this all over the skin. Ooh, it has a very interesting texture. It almost feels like there's an oil in there. It definitely feels very serum-y though, like it's very skincare based as far as the texture goes. It had a really pretty color too. It was kind of like a pink and gold. I should have shown you. It had like obvious little iridescent pearls in it that were more golden. Once I spread it out on the face though, you don't see any sparkles. It just looks very hydrated and healthy. So I feel like Nabla is a brand that is so underrated. There's so many things from their brand that I really, really love. This says it has natural biopolymers, some peptides, hyaluronic acid, and a flower extract. So it's supposed to be like very skincare based, but hopefully it also works well under makeup. I'm assuming. I'm just letting it sink into the skin a little bit before going into the foundation that I bought, which is actually also from Nabla. I've wanted to try this for forever too. This is the Skin Realist. Oh, I guess it's this side. Skin Realist Beautifying Tinted Balm. I got mine in the shade One Fair, and I actually, for Christmas, I got a subscription, I guess, to Nikki Makeup's masterclass. I love her. I will have her Instagram down below. If you don't know who she is, definitely follow her. She's one of my favorite makeup artists to follow. I am just so inspired by her. And she recently did a masterclass online. I bought it, watched all the classes. I'm really excited for more of those episodes to release, but she talked about this foundation and I had already wanted to try it, and after she mentioned it, I was like, okay, I need it. So the packaging is really pretty actually. This is a plastic bottle, but it looks very high-end, like it looks like it would be glass. That's kind of nice though if you travel or if you're a working makeup artist, to have plastic bottles versus glass is kind of nice. I'm just gonna do one pump on the back of my hand to start, and let's just apply it to half the face to start so that we can see the coverage and all that. So this is the lightest shade. It's supposed to have microspheres of hyaluronic acid. So another very skincare based feeling product. I'm gonna pick up what's left on my sponge and just press that into the skin. I'm using the football sponge from the Fenty Beauty Super Bowl collection, which I just barely tried. And I actually created a short trying out the collection and the lip products. If you want to see that, I'll have it linked down below. I think the football sponge is kind of fun. Okay, so you can see like it still looks like skin, but it definitely gave me good coverage. It feels really like hydrating on the skin as well, which I love. One pump covered half my face, so I'm gonna do another pump. I'm sure I could sheer it out even more, but I feel like I have a little bit more redness and discoloration and blemishes than normal. So I'm just gonna use a little bit more. I'm just gonna buff that in on the other side of the face. It feels almost cooling. It has a very nice feel to it. Very refreshing. I feel like the shade match is good for me. It is a little bit more on the warm side, but it has more of a sheer formula, so I feel like it's pretty forgiving. You know, it's crazy how I've noticed such a difference with me slacking on my skincare routine and how much of a difference it makes in the way my makeup applies and looks. It has been a while since I've been this simple with my skincare routine and, you know, not as thorough washing my face and things like that, and it's really showing. Not just in like blemishes and redness, but like dryness as well. I didn't realize how important my skincare routine was. I mean, I kind of knew, but it had been a while since I had not been consistent with it, and it really makes a humongous difference. It's motivating me to make sure I keep prioritizing that. It's just a good reminder that like you can have as many products as you want, as many, you know, luxurious products or high performing products, and if your skin isn't taken care of or prepped right, those products can't perform the way that they potentially could, you know? just using my Charlotte Tilbury concealer underneath the eyes, and then I'm gonna kind of put a little bit more around the nose since I have some redness there, and just some in the center of the forehead to brighten up. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream bronzer. This is the Dibs bronzer and blush stick in Spill the Tea and Full Deets. Okay, after I've blended that out, I'm just gonna go back in with my brush that I used for foundation and kind of buff over everything, just for that extra seamless blend. All right, I'm gonna set the face. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent blur powder, and I'm gonna use this under the eyes and in the T-zone, and then I'm gonna take a different brush and lightly set the outside of the face too. Okay, I'm gonna fill my brows with the Anastasia brow definer in the shade medium brown, and then we're gonna do a really quick eyeshadow look, but I actually did buy some eyeshadows. They're actually single eyeshadows. I don't remember the last time I bought myself single eyeshadows, but the single shadows were another Nikki Makeup inspired purchase, at least the MAC one. So she used this in a couple of the tutorials, and I was just like, okay, I want to try this single eyeshadow. This is from MAC. It's in the shade Omega. It's just their matte eyeshadow. Looks like this. So I'm just gonna use that to kind of define the crease a bit. I'm actually, I'm gonna put it on the eyelid a little as well. And I'm gonna take that underneath the eyes. That's a really pretty, just, mid-toned neutral brown. I probably have this color in my collection already, but I had to see for myself what the color was like on me. Just because I love Nikki Makeup's work. I love her tutorials, and so many of her product recommendations have become favorites of mine, especially when it comes to like the tone and undertone. The things that she chooses and recommends are super flattering. So I just really wanted to see for myself what this color really was and what it looked like. I am going to take a clean brush, just buff around the edges. And then this is not one that Nikki recommended, but it's one that I wanted to try myself, and I've seen people kind of try it on TikTok and things like that. It's the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadows. I got the shade Space Cowboy and Cosmic. I love a good glitter topper eyeshadow, so I wanted to give these a go. I'm gonna start off by trying the shade Space Cowboy. I'm just gonna take that on my fingertips. Ooh, look how pretty. And I'm gonna apply this to like the outer portion of the eyelid. I don't know if I'm supposed to use a glitter glue or anything like that, but oh well, I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't need it to be perfect. That's super pretty though. Somebody had mentioned, and I can't remember who or where I saw this, but somebody mentioned that these are similar to what is in the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, and I think so too. Like now that I'm using them, it really is a very similar texture and just kind of like this, wow. Wow, that's really pretty. It's like a barely there glitter, but I mean, you can see it obviously. It's just not chunky. It's really nice. Oh, wow, pretty. Okay, I'm going to try the shade Cosmic, which is like a really light, more silvery color. It looks really pretty. Space Cowboy definitely has more of a taupey base, where Cosmic is like just a kind of white, shimmery, silvery kind of a color. So I'm just gonna pop that in like the inner corners. And next to each other, I feel like they look very similar. It's mostly just the base of it that's different, but I feel like the glitter pigment themselves are the same. So I don't know if I needed both of those because it kind of looks the same, but I think they're really pretty regardless. Okay, well, let's do a little mascara. I'm gonna keep wearing the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. So far, so good with this mascara, you guys, but it takes me like a while to get a super solid opinion on a mascara, so I'm just gonna keep wearing it and I'll keep updating you guys. Okay, I also bought the brand new Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. These are the Glow Glide Face Architect highlighters. I actually was sent these in the mail, but they sent shades that were too dark for me. So I went back and I bought myself the shades that I needed. So I got the shade Moonlit Glow, which I believe is their lightest color, which looks like this. How pretty. I love the stars in the pan. I think that looks really pretty. And then I picked up Champagne Glow as well, which is their slightly deeper color. Let's see what that one looks like. I haven't looked at this one yet. Okay, so Champagne is a little bit deeper. I feel like I could still wear this one. So maybe I'll try this and then I'll add the brighter one to like the higher points of the face. So let's start out with the Champagne color. I'm just gonna kind of buff this into the skin. Oh yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, that one blends into my skin tone really nicely. I was worried that it would like cast a little bit of a shadow in the front of my face, but it doesn't seem to be, Ooh, this one's like really melting into the skin. Do you see that? It looks so pretty. Okay, let's try the lighter color, like kind of on the center of the face and see how we like that. This one's like pretty bright, it seems like. Yeah, so that one's definitely more of like a special occasion color for me. It's similar, well, I wouldn't say super similar, but it's reminding me of the Rare Beauty ones that I just tried, in the sense that the lightest shades are very bright, so at least on me. So you're gonna get quite the impact. I actually kind of prefer the Champagne Glow for myself for an everyday situation, but I do like to have a lighter color for situations where I want that like pop of highlight, especially on the eyes. So I'm gonna apply that lighter color, Moonlit Glow, in the inner corner, which I think is really pretty. And then I'm gonna take what's left and go under the brow bone. Pretty, okay. I like those. I feel like the formula melts a little bit better versus the Rare Beauty ones that I tried recently. So I'm happy about that. I think that looks really fresh, really nice. Okay, I actually also got a lip liner, also because of Nikki Makeup. This is one of her lip liners that she mentioned. I don't even know if she used it in a tutorial, but she mentioned it in one of the videos from the masterclass. And it's also from MAC. It's the lip liner in the shade Stone, which I'm sure a lot of people know about, but I don't own too many MAC lip liners, so I really wanted to try this. I have loved every single one of Nikki Makeup's lip liner recommendations that I've bought, so I should have known that this wouldn't be any different. This is giving like a really pretty contoured lip look. It is more of a cool tone brown, but that's what I love when I'm trying to create more of a sculpted lip look. I tend to gravitate toward colors like this. That's so pretty, and actually I think it looks really good with the MAC eyeshadow. Okay, well, I love that. I'm going to apply my Hourglass lipstick in the shade Oasis right on top, and I'm gonna take my fingertip and just blend that out. I do have some blushes that I bought, but I wanted to put my lipstick on first so that I would know like what color might work best. So this one was kind of random because I feel like I haven't bought anything from Kylie Cosmetics in forever, but I kept seeing like a little bit of hype over these products, and I saw like Hailey Bieber uses it and I was like, okay, are those actually good? I had to know for myself. I have makeup FOMO all the time. So I'm like, okay, I had to figure it out myself. I bought all 4 of the Glow Bombs from Kylie Cosmetics. These are like cream blushes. They're a lip and cheek balm. I think the packaging is actually really cute, but it's like, I don't know, it's supposed to be a really nice cream blush. So this is the color Feelings Neutral. Okay. I also got Off the Clock, which is just a clear balm, which I'll probably try to use on like the high points of the face after I apply the blush color. We also have, whoop, as I'm dropping it, the shade Doing the Most, which is more of a bright kind of orangey coral. So these are more like pops of colors. I think I'll probably end up using the Feelings Neutral one. And I think this is the one that Hailey Bieber uses, the Pink Me Up color, which, you know, could also be pretty. But I'm gonna try the Feelings Neutral color. And I just see people applying it directly to the face, but it makes me kind of nervous, but you know, we gotta try it. So here we go. Was that too much? I don't know. Just gonna take this on my fingertips and like press it in. Wait, okay. It's actually blending out way better than I thought, especially with my fingertips on top of powder since I did set the face. Okay, let's try the same thing on the other cheek. This is always my biggest concern, like when I'm using a cream product over powders, like if it's gonna pick up the product, and it doesn't seem to be at all. And it's also like allowing me to blend out the pigment. Like if I accidentally put too much in a certain place, it's allowing me to move it, which I was not expecting on top of a powder. Like look how well that blended into my skin. Oh, okay. Actually, I think these are really pretty so far. Let's try a little bit of the Pink Me Up color just right here. I feel like the Pink Me Up color would look so cute with more of a no makeup kind of a look. More warm tones on the skin versus more cool tones that I have right now, since it's that bright pink. But that looks really good, actually. I'm actually really impressed by those. I was not expecting to like really like those. I don't know. I mean, I had high hopes since I bought them. I was definitely hoping they would be decent, but they're looking really pretty. Okay, we're going to assess the situation. I didn't use a powder bronzer today, and so I'm not gonna touch up the cream. I feel like everything looks pretty good where it's at. Since these are new products, I am going to not use a setting spray and see how it goes. But I do want to try this clear balm. I don't know, is this gonna be cute? I don't know. Let's try it. I'm just gonna apply that on the very high points. You know, this one's pretty subtle. I usually really like a balmy kind of a highlight. And I think that one's nice. I don't know. I don't feel like it's, you know, the best balmy highlight I've ever tried. Definitely think the Glow Balm blushes are what shine a little bit more, in my opinion. So let's set the brows, because I can't live without brow gel. Where is my brow gel? Okay, so this is the finished look. Let's talk about everything that I bought and like how I feel right now. I feel like I already have things that I'm, you know, really liking a little more than others. Starting off with the Nabla Cosmetics products, I think that my skin looks really, really healthy. I'll definitely have to see how it wears throughout the day, and I will leave a note in the description box letting you guys know, you know, my initial first impressions. I really did like how these felt. I feel like the state of my skin altered how I might feel about the performance of the products, just because I really do have more dry patches than I usually do. But overall, I feel like it looks really pretty. I don't know, I'll keep trying it. I feel like complexion products is something that I keep buying. And then I just end up going back to my favorites, which is like the NARS one or even the Hourglass one. But I didn't not like it. I feel like it looks really fresh on the skin, and it feels nice on the face as well, which I really like. The MAC eyeshadow I feel like is really pretty. I don't know if it's a need, especially if you're somebody who has a lot of eyeshadows, but I just had to see for myself what this color looked like, and I think it's nice. The Moondust eyeshadows from Urban Decay, how pretty. I definitely think I like Space Cowboy a little bit more, just because you get the same glitter effect, but it has like a little more of a taupey base to it. So if I had to just pick one right now, I would choose this one because they look pretty similar once applied. If you have the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, you probably don't need these either because they are very similar. But on the flip side, if you don't have that palette and you want that ethereal eyes look while using, you know, matte shadows that you already have along with the sparkly eyeshadow, I think you might really enjoy adding something like this to your collection, because then you can get that effect without buying a whole new palette, if that makes sense. I loved the lip liner. I feel like I'm a sucker for any sort of lip liner that just like contours my lips. I love a cool toned lip liner for myself personally, so I really enjoyed this a lot. And then the Glow Balms, what the heck? I was not expecting to like those as much as I am, and I'm really, really excited to keep playing with them and see how they wear, but they blended over my powders seamlessly with my fingertips, which I was not expecting, and like, it looks very even. There's no splotchy moments, which is usually something that I'm worried about with a balmy blush. Like I feel like it's supposed to, in my head anyway, like pick up product and stick to certain areas, and it didn't at all. It's a very unique, very interesting formula. I don't think I have anything quite like it, so I'm actually really excited about those Glow Bombs. So for me, oh wait, hold on. Also, really enjoyed the Champagne Glow color and the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. I feel like this one like melted into my skin tone a little bit more, which is just what I'm looking for these days. You know, I think there's a time and place for a really bold, bright highlighter, but for every day I like something that's closer to my skin tone so it really blends in. So that was my favorite color out of the two, and I actually do prefer the finish of that so far versus the Rare Beauty one. But again, it's just preference, you know, like I'm just somebody who doesn't go for crazy blinding highlighters, but I feel like they're having their moment again. Do you guys feel like that? I feel like it's coming back, like a blaring highlighter. I think it's gonna be a little bit more subtle than it used to be. I don't think we'll see like stripes as much as we used to. I think it'll be a little bit more wearable, but we're seeing more intense powder highlights come back, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, my top picks I feel right now are the Glow Bombs, the lip liner, and the Moondust eyeshadow. Those are the things that I'm like, you know, I'm really glad I bought those already. So I'll keep you guys posted on the other things. I just really wanted to just dip into these and get a feel for them, start testing them out, because I have missed trying new makeup. So I know I've been trying a lot of new things, but at the same time, that's what I love to do. So I will definitely be narrowing it down and sharing what ends up sticking in my routine and what really, really stands out in my favorites for this month, because I know I've tried a lot. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these products and if you like them. Like, has anyone tried these Glow Bombs? If so, do you guys like these as much as I'm liking them so far? Check the description box as well to see an overview on how everything wore. But yeah, overall, like, I'm pretty impressed with everything, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the things that I bought. I think it's sometimes fun to set aside the things that I spend my own money on versus things that come in PR so that you can see what I'm eyeing personally. So hopefully it was interesting to you, and yeah, subscribe if you haven't yet. If you're new here, I would love to have you join the family. And then after you subscribe, if you click on the notification bell, you'll get notified every single time I post, which is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So subscribe. I would love that. And I love you all so much, and I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.